What does it take to build a successful company from scratch? Even better, what does it take to rebuild an even better company from bankruptcy? Here are 8 companies that have reinvented themselves for the better and what they can teach us about success. Hey everyone, this is One Away, the channel where we give you the latest and greatest topics you probably never thought about or thought about them like this. If you have ever wanted to know why these companies are better off when they change their plans, then this is a video you need to watch. Before we proceed, please leave us a like as we do make these videos for you, and hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos we put out. Nintendo. Ask any fan of video games, and a good number of them will hold a special place in their hearts when it comes to the Nintendo brand. Of course, this means the Nintendo Entertainment System or NES, which started in 1985. Nintendo or Nintendo Kopai back in their day was originally a maker of several Hanafuda or playing cards, spearheaded by Fusajiro Yamauchi of Japan. His grandson Hiroshi would direct the company in different services, from toys, taxis, instant rice, hotel services, and even plastic suction fingers. It's a far cry from what Nintendo is today. After refining their approach, the company went back to a full focus on games and has breakout success in arcades. Eventually, Donkey Kong and Super Mario Bros. Became household names and international hits. Today, Nintendo is arguably the greatest gaming company in the world. Domino's Pizza. What started out as a business by 2 Irish-American siblings is now arguably the best pizza place all over America. But this was not always the case. In its early start back in the 1960s, Domino's had to contend with the Italian-American restaurants and many eating chains in most areas. Granted, Domino's as a pizza place could do that and had fast deliveries at the expense of their pizza dough, which had gone crusty in the years to come. In 2004 to 2009, Domino's business had grown quite stale and greatly reduced its sales due to their pizza's cardboard taste. From there, Domino's initiated an overhaul on 2 key areas: maintain fast food efficiency but thoroughly change their pizza dough and flavor combinations, and engage consumers' interest via convenience in ordering. Putting their recipe trade secret aside, Domino's engaged in wide digital services from 2009 onward. Most of that focus went to capitalize on ordering online and social media engagement. By 2018 to 2019, Domino's had amassed a ton of fans nationwide and internationally, bumping their revenue to about $3.4 billion. Listening to fans and providing customer service pays off. Amazon. Most people know that Amazon is a place where you buy different kinds of stuff online. But Amazon was no more than a retail online bookshop back in 1995. Jeff Bezos originally envisioned a retail service that focused on fast delivery and consistent service. And books were the perfect place to start since they are fairly easy to ship due to their size and portability. The business was off to a great start and had been for years, but they decided to take it to the next level in 1997. Through their side program called Amazon Associates, they had introduced the one-click option for shopping on various products, including DVD, kitchen and home appliances, and much more. With a fast adjustment of 2 years after initial reviews, Amazon had capitalized appropriately. In 2018, Amazon's overall earnings had reached roughly $53 billion. Lego. Ask any kid or parent, and most would say that Lego has been part of their childhood for as long as they can remember. Although the company started in 1932, which was affected by the Great Depression, it is important to know it had to build itself up many times, all while sticking to toys. It went from toys made with carpentry with only around 5 people and then towards a machine supported toy making company in a progressive fashion. But for 10 years, the company's sales had plummeted to the near bankrupt territory, having fallen to new competitors via internet streams and video game consoles. Toys were popular, no doubt, but the company had to respond. And so they did. They streamlined their systems by focusing on less expensive materials and adopted a working system similar to emerging holacracy today. With these choices, Lego opened its doors for Lego Friends and Lego Movies. In 2017, this toy company had a profit of roughly $8 billion. The company focused on novelty ideas to sell their toys, making them not just a brand but building game-changing franchises. Netflix. Believe it or not, Netflix was not always about the chill, and most had not heard about it until the later 2000s. The service started out similar to most DVD rental stores and made a profit through movie rentals. They even offered a subscription that promised low rental costs and delivery through the Yale. This was back in 1998, and since then, Netflix has risen to new heights. That began in 2007, as the company was slowly but surely putting their online services on the front lines, and pay off it did. Viewers were not just able to binge watch a variety of different shows without interruptions, but the company was also dishing out major and exclusive Netflix originals. Today, it's hard to find someone who has not heard of something like Netflix. With over 5 million subscribers in 2018, the company has amassed a base of around 130 million. Nokia. Since getting popular in the late 90s and onward, Nokia was one of the brands associated with phones. But despite its hip technology, it started out quite differently. Back in 1871, an engineer in Finland named Frederick Idestam had made a paper mill near a town called Nokia, where the company got its name. The enterprise had another business in 1898 called the Finnish Rubber Works, which focused on building galoshes and rubber tires. And in 1912, Finnish Cable Works was born, and this later became the Nokia Corporation. Although sleek and well-designed rubber boots were their first breakout items, Nokia had moved to electronic radios for the military in 1963 and digital GSM network cell phones in the 1980s. Since 1998 to around 2012, Nokia has had consistent success, both in local and international markets. As per 2014, the company tried to find a new identity in response to the new smartphone demands. Wipro. If you're a fan of technology and networking, you have probably heard of Wipro. But before all of that, its namesake actually means Western India Vegetable Products, which is probably a reminder of its humble beginnings. Back in 1945, the company was making and selling primarily vegetable oils. After 20 years, they added other items like talcum powder, soaps, detergent, and even light bulbs. It wasn't until Azim Premji took the company to expand in the booming IT hub of Bangalore in the 1980s that the company got its reputation. Although the subsidiary called Wipro Enterprises Limited sells consumer goods, Wipro is popularly involved in making personal computers and software. Currently, it is regarded as one of the largest, greatly successful companies in the world of information technology. From outsourcing services in IT and the engineering of various software, it runs a vast empire composed of over 140,000 international employees with clientele in around 61 countries. It is not surprising that the company makes its annual revenue to roughly about 7 billion. Samsung. Most fans who like smartphones know a good deal about Samsung. Although this South Korean pioneer is famous for its products in the electronics industry, it has a diverse set of services. In fact, when Lee Byung-chul founded it in 1938, it began as a trading grocery company that sold all kinds of dried fish, vegetables, along with their brand of noodles. It even built up a wooden mill and a refinery for sugar during wartime. Since then, Samsung went into retail, textiles, insurance, heavy industrial construction, as well as entertainment. Samsung as a company is a mark on never putting all the investment in one area. All this has led to Samsung to gain 1/5 of Korea's gross export. Hi everyone! You just watched the 8 companies that have reinvented themselves in a variety of ways and in a way you probably didn't expect but still made it through. Most importantly, do you agree with the list? Have you ever wanted to build a company before? Did we leave out things that should have been included? Please drop by the comment section and leave some comments. We'd like to know.